your valuation is higher.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
So that hurdle is hard to cross. So investors expect more from companies that have raised more money. And this is something that people just completely don't understand. And the investors don't really tell you when they're telling you to take their money, like, oh, take our money, it's so good, blah, 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 blah. But they're expecting way more progress on the money.
Right.
So investors don't want to give you money that sits in the bank account.
Yeah.
Right. They want you to spend the money so that you can grow faster, so that they can give you more money to own more of your company so that you can grow faster. And it's
loop.
a cycle.
So just to jump back then, when you are talking to these investors about longer term, are we talking like, if you give me 24 months of money, this is what we can expect in 24 months? Or do you still push further in those conversations?
It's both.
Yeah.
Right.
Cool.
It kind of has to be both. People want to see that you have a credible plan over the next, 18, 24 months. They want to know what milestones you're going to hit, but they also want to know that you're thinking big. But it has to be attached, right? There has to be a continuous line from one thing to another.
Right.
Right. People make this mistake where they have, I don't know, a discontinuous story. I don't quite know what the right term would be.
Well, I'm just imagining it's like, and then we're on Mars.
Right.
And you're like, wait, what?
Yeah. It's, the underpants gnome.
No.
Paul Buchheit likes to talk about this one, the underpants gnome from South Park, where it's, there's the gnomes and the boys follow them through the dryer. And they find out where all the underpants are going, like the underpants that go missing. And the underpants gnome said, well, first you get the underpants. That's step 1. Then step 2. Step 3, profit. And they keep out, what's step 2? And there's no step 2, right? Like, who knows what that thing is? And people notice that, right? You notice the gap in the story. And so you gotta have a real rational reason why things work. And by the way, this can be something incredibly ambitious. And sometimes people don't want to say it because it sounds too big. Mm-hmm. Well, investors invest in people who are very ambitious, right? They want really big. So you just have to make it really big, but believable.
Yeah.
And progress is the best way to argue that what you're saying is believable.
Right. Well, especially looking backwards. Like, we had nothing 6 months ago. Mm-hmm. Now, when it comes to people who are in the fortunate opportunity of having multiple offers from different investors, how should we think about evaluating seed investors, angel investors, especially in the context of your recent blog post?
Yeah. At a high level, okay. If you're lucky enough to have multiple offers, that's wonderful. Then you can start